Hey food fans, welcome to another episode of Then We Eat. On today's episode, we'll be making mac and cheese. Our mac and cheese isn't just going to be plain mac and cheese. Today we're going to add bacon and apple to it. So we're going to start by cooking the bacon. I'm going to add the bacon to the cold frying pan because I find that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Let's get started. So we'll just let that heat up and it'll start to fry and it won't stick to the bottom of the pan. While our bacon is cooking, I just want to talk to you about the cheese. Today we're going to use some of our smoked cheese that we did. You might have seen the video a couple weeks ago of us tasting it. So we're going to try a little bit of the smoked cheese in the mac and cheese today. Okay, you can hear by the sound of the bacon that it's starting to sizzle up nicely. So we'll just let that cook away a little bit. My water's boiling for my pasta, so I'm going to be able to add that to the water very shortly. And we're cooking away here. My water's almost boiling. My bacon is starting to crispen up a little bit. While I'm waiting for the bacon, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the pasta to the water. To my water, I'm adding a half a pound of uncooked pasta, and that's what we're going to need for our mac and cheese. And welcome back. Our pasta is cooked, so I'm just going to drain that off. Our bacon is also cooked. I'm going to pull it off the burner so it doesn't continue to cook anymore. I'll be right back after I've drained off the pasta. And welcome back. Our pasta is cooked, it's drained, our bacon is cooked and ready to go. Now let's start our sauce. I've got a heavy frying pan here, and to this I'm going to add 1/4 cup of butter and a little bit of flour. I'll tell you how much flour in just a minute. Let's get the butter in the pan and get it heated. So there's my 1/4 cup of butter. I'm going to heat that up, and to that I'm going to add 1/4 cup of flour. Then I'm going to mix the flour into the melted butter, and I'm going to make a roux kind of a flour butter mixture to make a cheese sauce. Okay, so I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of flour to that and give it a whisk. I'm going to let that cook for a little bit, just to turn a little tiny bit brown, just to get some of the natural oils out of the flour. Let some of the water cook out of the butter. You can see it's starting to thicken up a little bit. It's almost time to add our milk. Okay, our flour and butter has been cooking for about a minute. It's just long enough so that it doesn't taste like flour when we go to eat it. And to that, we're going to add 1 1/4 cup of half and half cream and 3/4 cup of milk. We're not going to add all of it all at once. I'm going to add about half of the mixture, so about a cup. Mix it up and then slowly add the next mixture. So there's our first mixture. We'll give that a mix, and you got to mix it fast because it will turn into one huge clump if you don't. You can see it's starting to really thicken up. Now at this point I'm going to slowly mix in the remaining cream. You want to make sure that it's smooth and not lumpy. That looks pretty good. Nice and thick, smooth. There, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to pull that off of the heat. Turn the burner off. And to this, we're going to add some spice and some cheese. We're going to add about 1.5 cups of cheese. And now we're going to add 1/8 teaspoon of paprika, 1/8 teaspoon of dried mustard powder, 1/8 teaspoon of dried garlic, and 1/8 teaspoon of thyme. Mix that in, and we'll mix that in with their cheese. Part of that 2 cups of cheese that I've mixed in here already was the smoked cheese that I had showed you earlier. So I had about 1.5 cups, somewhere between 1 cup and 1.5 cups of smoked cheese, and just shy of 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. I'm going to put this back on the burner that we've turned off, because I just want my cheese to get all nice and mixed. Okay, my cheese sauce is looking good. Now it's time to add all my ingredients to it. We're gonna add back our pasta. We're gonna add our yummy bacon. And we're gonna add some Granny Smith apple that we cut into bite-sized pieces. We'll give that a nice mix. Now we're gonna put that into our prepared dish. I have a dish here that I've sprayed with cooking spray so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So now we're going to put half the mixture into the cooking container. About half. I'm going to add half of what we have left of our cheese, which is about a cup, somewhere between 3/4 and a cup of cheese. Put that down. We're going to put the rest of our pasta on top of that. And we're going to top that with the remaining cup of cheese that we had left. Okay, so we're ready to put this in the oven. So if you were cooking right away, then you would bake this in the oven for 15 minutes until the cheese is bubbly. If you weren't going to cook it right away, you can put it in the fridge for a couple hours or even a couple of days. And when you're ready to bake it, you're gonna bake it in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes, just until the cheese is cooked and it's heated through. We'll be back later today to cook this, and we'll see you after it's cooked. Welcome back, food fans. Our mac and cheese is cooked, out of the oven, and ready for a taste. It is so good. The bacon, the apple, and the smoked cheese, just amazing. I'm not sure there's anything I would change with this. It's nice and creamy, and the smoked cheese, as I said, just gives it that extra flavor. And the taste of the bacon and the apple. So if you like this video, hit the like button, share it with all your friends, hit the subscribe button. Let us know down in the comments, what do you put in your mac and cheese? And remember, first we cook, then we eat. So good.